answer me about King Kind, sa document here me kan ho asemi. Why not for document? Well, stay tuned. On one nipa na so ebet ni bi oni empesi di nkomo. A kwan fast so as footage, Tiger Eye for obtaining the footage, the spirit child killing. Upper East Navrungu. But you back in a dose but for want of time, maybe you back a crazy nephew on where the yin be. But Shannon to say Ghana must know, in collaboration with Hawk Investigative Company, would soon launch the Chapter 3 of its investigative undercover project, Aibaso, very soon. Details of these investigations, well, can be very disturbing and troubling. Now, sadly, I have to do this and do it quickly, and it's very important. That Ghana must know is commending the effort exhibited by Lieutenant General Opon Pepra. So what in Nigeria? Ghana must know Yabona Basu. The effort exhibited by Lieutenant General Opon Pepra, Southern Command, for his bravery, excellent discharge of his authority to restore sanity and protection of public properties such as prime lands belonging to the Ghana Armed Forces and the kingmakers of East Dadekotopon, which has gone through a series of attacks from Land Guard Brigade, allegedly coming from Anas Aremeyao, Anas Chief Operator Tiger Eye. Ghana must know, want to set the record straight from the earlier mix-up of information. And we say it's a General Lieutenant Opon Pepra. We commend you for that bravery exclusively. Papa or a sojourner penny na a nyinsin na ni betumi aka, but everybody will tell the full story. And Sasia a war is that the Kutupon that covers even that of the Ghana Armed Forces, maybe plus all the accoutrements and whatever nina. Maybe a Ghana Armed Forces war, any near Diama private developers, any one to Toto, or man starts to mutate to one in your maniama. Yes. And to qua Abbas as Filiswono, and yan to Quaketua. Nasanya Papaya Ujina and I so as Sojani Penia, or Bobai, or Honmoa. And a soldier following Sassi Wohuna, Chesabri, Yastina Precope, a Momedico. Now so. Ura Sojani Penny or Pompepra in a Jan and so. There was a mix-up of information debris. But as I said, Ghana must know, you set a record no straight. You say, no. Papa Sojani Penny and with Jan and so. Allegations are who do please with Yabontin said. A branch here, chief operator, Tiger Eye, Anas Aremia, Anas, the Land Guard for Akwasabi, Akoya Yamabe, and for individuals degree. Hey, complaints from my fire to her in Yemen America, a dozen. A big and I'm a friend in two editors of Crusading Gun, Neboma, and they say, we need to look for. Now, grown up or do what child honor is that the Kutopo honor. More than I say MP, that's that you be. Next time we put a metro radio to say year count. Now so be fit Jama and none of the investigative piece we have to Jama year kasa. For what? Who knew some na kawanutum? Na yen sim na na winim. Kwekuba baba catch us, oh, it is only one land bakupe and no litigating. Oh, we are no aside the catch us and even if he's litigating and so what? No better we need for no fun wedding. Because why accusations liberties? I feel to call honor and easy, but you hear the full dossier of Ntokwa akoso wo ho land gas fo a aye edimo ho land gas fo a when we Ghana police for enam kwakuru so na omujiji nkofo nsase wo beto wasum enche nyabotre enti owura opon petra yebo wa basu papa yi so je ni teni a udi huni na uma enyoma bi so wontine fie me dware on force yebo na basu papa. Ghana must know have picked about 5-page write-up by one official the our system. Now, our write-up brings to question sometime in the year 2012 when Tiger Eye and its investigative operatives decided to go to Upper East, precisely Navrongo, to do what? Document what we call culture.
Hot FM 93.9.
Ghana must know is picking signals that our investigative piece was staged rather than evidence-based. That's the signals we are picking. But as to whether it was staged, it was whatever. Tiger Eye had gone there to document what we call the spirit child killing. But it turns out otherwise. Ghana must know has learned that the matter went to court, and the writer of this script went to the court as amicus curiae, meaning he was the friend of the court. The signals that Ghana must know, you're picking it to say, I still way back, after say, I know some video footage in the band. I still way, one more, purported say, no, the killing of the spirit child or the children of the den. My police before Ekochichi now. Alright? Tiasemi. My police before Kochichi is uncle for. But Ghana must know as pick signal say. So Mokochichi Oma, you do a semi court. Abranti and I say, Papaya or trust last script here, you can enter. And so court to honor. Went there as what? Amicus curiae, the friend of the court. So Okwako testify. Why? Because we need details about how that investigative piece was done and as it were to have come by that footage.
Hot FM 93.9.
Our information tells us that after several court proceedings, when Tiger Eye officials arranged for the arrest of those in that village, the court, for lack of sufficient evidence to prosecute those individuals, decided to struck the matter out.
Hot FM 93.9.
But we'll get there. Ghana must know is asking some questions. When you say no, when you say this is a Tiger Eye. We must take this documentary for BBC. If yes, why? But Ghana must know has touched base with one of the NGO Kasidia Ayejuma in the Upper East Regional Capital, Bolgatanga, for close to 50 years. And very soon will collaborate details of this spirit child issues. Yempese yedi adibide pia akwa zubeka sono kweku o fact ni yenyi ntumne fa na yese, but details as to whether say that spirit child issue was true, not true, and then and who is trying to do what. We'll get to the bottom of this. Baby, this answer me now. Speak and stay. I'll be back shortly.
Hello, welcome to Keaton Enterprise Limited. How may I help you? People talk about you, mommy. What's it? Apapa, then I'll see you, mom. Mr. Ramona, who can be done? Honest, now so you and one Keaton, your carpet cleaning, tiles and tires cleaning, windows and glass cleaning, which were a day in Saturday and Oklahoma, a yacht sofa and car interior laundry, fumigation, any services that would be. Oh, there be crap. Keaton, you're winning, a walk it away. Apart from landline, you would need a phone number be able to be free. That's why I didn't be free. What's me after a review 0246 458 473 and I said 0505 204 476. Mr. Rodapa, this is to be about you. 0246 458 473 and now 0505 204 476. So, it has been very through what we. Hi.
Hot 93.9 FM, 10 minutes after the hour 2. Afiti, my document where I'm sorry, you didn't kind now. But making kind of book a crowd of Aquini. Or say, the Anas Arimiyal and his Tiger Eye fiction. Media, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to use this medium to express my opinion on the Anas imaginary tale, which is becoming a serious betrayal of the effort of Ghana and other countries and their institutions to mitigate the perception about corruption. Although I am a non-committed NDC member, I am not expressing an NDC opinion or any other political party opinion. I am also not expressing my office or my employer's opinion. This is my personal opinion. Media, ladies and gentlemen, although Anas and his Tiger Eye so-called expose may have deceived the perceptions of many against their victims, I see it as a calculated attempt, creativity written, imaginary tale that is acted by Anas and his Tiger Eye agents, using their victims as control robots through inducement and entrapment to get those victims perceived to have compromised some moral, ethical, and/or legal standards and betray and/or blackmail the victims and their institutions, entities as designers, corrupt and/or fraudulent. It is high time Ghanaians begin to understand and deliberate attempt by any bizarre entity like Anas and his so-called Tiger Eye to induce, entrap, blackmail, and betray their victims. I am seriously surprised by how well-meaning Ghanaians and Ghanaian institutions applauded these blackmails of Anas and his Tiger Eye on Ghanaians and Ghanaian institutions. I expect the executive, legislature, judiciary, the business community, and the general public to see beyond the deception in perception created by the Anas and his tiger eyes, agent stage drama, and foresee the danger and negativity it leaves the present and future of the country with. Before anyone begins to think of taking Anas and his so-called tiger eye work serious, they must have solicited satisfactory answers for the following questions that border on the legal entity and credibility of Anas and the tiger eye. 1. What type of organization is Tiger Eye? Is it an NGO, limited liability company, international organization, etc.? 2. Where is it registered, incorporated, and what is the operational jurisdiction? 3. How does the ordinary man know about the legal entity, accountability, reporting, responsibility status of Tiger Eye? 4. What is Anas in Tiger Eye and who are behind Tiger Eye? What is the interest of Tiger Eye as against or for the persons behind it? 5. Has Tiger Eye been filing its annual report, and where do they file? I'm sure they do. Who are the financiers of Tiger Eye? What are their interests? 7. How are Tiger Eye resources managed? How are the resources arranged, entrusted, disbursed, and controlled? 8. Who are the bankers? What type of accounts do they operate, and how do they operate their accounts? 9. Who are the trustees and members of Tiger Eye? 10. Who are the employees or workers of Tiger Eye? Does Tiger Eye and or its employees, workers pay tax? I'm sure. 11. Does Tiger Eye pay withholding tax on its consultants or consultancy services providers? 12. Does Tiger Eye pay social security for its workers? 13. Where are Tiger Eye annual reports? 14. Do they have annual general meetings? Who attend that meeting and what are the agenda? How do they identify or select entities, institutions, and persons to investigate? Who and or what circumstance determine who and or what entity to investigate? 16. How and who determines the budget of each project like number 12? How is the budget financed and who controls the budget? 17. If a project like number 12, where am I? Yes. Number 12 is selected or identified, who appoints the agent, team members to execute the project? What kind of engagement service arrangements do they have as consultants, employees, contractors, or service providers? How are they paid? How do agents move to monies and other resources around for a project like in the case of number 12? 19. Do they report everything so far as their interactions with their victims are concerned, or they edit them before they report? 20. Is their approach always a bribery offer or an inducement or an entrapment or blackmail approach? Do they approach their victims straightforward that they want to bribe them to do specific service with specific results for them, or they merely induce and entrap them for gifts and later ask favors? 21. Do they broadcast or publish all their projects, or there are some projects that are not broadcasted, and why? What is the rationale for their project to be previewed by some so-called authorities, personalities, before it is publicized or made public? 23. Is there any special reason for the premiering of their project instead of broadcasting it on all available media, including the social media? In fact, Anas and his Tiger Eye team should be considered blackmailers and hire betrayers of their victims, mostly Africans, until they effectively and justifiably clear themselves from the following. 1. They are operating with an entity so-called which is not introduced and or properly defined to the people they claim to be serving their interests. That is to say, Ghanaians, just like others they fool around, do not know the form of organization Tiger Eye is and what it stands for or registered for. Who are the financiers of Tiger Eye? What is their interest? Now, something that is very important, because a dozen I say his works near. Oh gosh, baby. I say, okay, come this way. I say, the fact that they always make available their so-called investigations findings available to certain entities, persons for preview before it is made public confirms that they are not objective, but rather they are subjective to ensuring that the people that engage them to set up the victims preview it and possibly edit it to ensure that they are not implicated in any way. It is also an indication that it is only those videos, the premieres or the previewers past, that is made public. In other words, any component the previewers find it's implicating and directly betraying them are always gauged. I say, per the images broadcasted on the so-called number 12, expose virtually all the transactions, exchange of funds between the agents and their victims were never presented as bribes. They were induced on the victims as gifts to build friendship. Any other discussions was merely a drama staged and acted by the agent to blackmail and betray their victims. Let us be honest, which individual in which public or private entity would ever reject gifts by a friend, especially when the gift is made of something one wants or needs? It's obvious everybody, including media persons and journalists, receive gifts. It is therefore dishonest to label such gifts as bribes. Also note that if you engage a person in a discussion that triggers gossip, negotiations, coercion, justification, and or proof of one personal ability to deliver, and such person so represent that become an act of corruption. For example, if the agents meet their victims initially pretending to be friends and offer gifts, and subsequently after that gift express interest to do business, which their victims see it as a mutual benefit to all partners involved and register saying, how does that become an act of corruption? In fact, if Ghana government, as well as its institutions, including parliament and the judiciary, discourages vigilantism, they must also discourage the operations of illegal and criminal activities by individuals and groups like Anas and his so-called Tiger Eye. If Anas and his so-called Tiger Eye is not stopped from these their blackmailing activities, several Anases and Tiger Eye operations types shall sooner be established by rival groups that will throw this country and Africa into complete confusion. I conclude by calling on Ghanaians and Ghanaian institutions to rethink and condemn Anas' malicious act instead of applauding his drama based on deceived perceptions he creates, because his works are mere stage drama. He acts. One typical example, Ahana Ghana must know. One typical example, and again, let me emphasize the point, and emphasis is mine. We are reading a text or a document that is not coming from us, so we are not the author of this, right? You're the author of this document. We are never author needing actual. And if you have a problem with this, you can go to the author and question the author. Sure. But the author says this. I say one typical example is the drama he acted about the quote spirit child in Upper East region. It was completely a movie he acted with innocent victims. He deceived to play the brackets open falsely as an investigative expose on bad tradition in the Upper East region, unquote. And now so-called investigation is not secret coverage of corruption in the system. It's rather entice people to compromise acts in any way that he can blackmail them as corrupt. How many of you present in this conference don't receive gifts? As media persons, you accept gifts in various forms, and that cannot be acts of corruption. He is mostly used to induce, entrap, and blackmail Ghanaian and African entities and individuals as corrupt. What about the rest of the world? If we follow the history of Ghana, corruption scandals, most of them involve Western citizens and Western-owned organizations acting with Ghanaian public officers, and in most cases, the Westerners are left off the hook. He is taking advantage of the unfortunate attitude of most Ghanaians following public opinions without critical reasoning. I challenge all Ghanaians, including our lawmakers, to examine these dramatic tales, and they will see the calculated and purposefully created nature. They look as well as the bad faith and anti-developmental nature of the consequence. Everything about their work shows clearly that they are financed by some interest parties to create some stories to help their fans' interest, without any intention to tell whether the resigned GFA president is right or wrong. One will still ask why. Why induce the entrapping him at his moment instead of someone else? Why in Morocco at this moment when Morocco is the highest bidder to host the next World Cup? Why Morocco and African referees have they tried same inducement and entrapment games with referees and officials of other continents? It is clear the works had the interest and or the potential to destroy Morocco chance in the bid and to stop Nyantechi from leading the crusade for Morocco. It is time we stop our people like Anas who are used to destroy the Ghanaians and the African integrity through blackmail. For the sake of time, I can't detail facts but context. Mewuka Nipa Ochiro Sadi Director Gender Disability Gender and Disability Office. Apaya Ochiro Sadi Ubia Eden enemy. Ijamesiden Ubia Eden the friend of Jacob Atule Adongo. Jacob then Atule Adongo. Jacob Atule Adongo. Yankana Adongo. Can you? Adongo. No one can. Oversea can be. No one can. Adongo. Stop a baby. Who came by the spellings now and the other canister, but I don't know. And the answer for one is Daniel Tier. Daniel Yeno. Say, and a tear. And someone, Papaya can a dorsal for want of time, mean to me and canina, but I am some P. When it is coming, when it is coming, a ban, Justice Kwekwana, Kirigu, Nayasumya Yedawai. Well, 26 minutes after the hour, 2 Hot 93.9 FM, and Semno Edoson. Now, Sansania, a PPA, may catch us there. And yet, Ghana must know any produces this text. That document was written by Jacob Atule Adongo, Ononoye Director Gender Disability. Ono Asusuna all contested for Deputy National Communication, Emma National Democratic Congress, NDC. Jacob, Yamoha. Now, Uhu Etisain.
About the other woman.
First of all, all say, you know, JF Afrafonti, to meet you, Kumansa. Wentenga.
But I mean, you, Sasa, to them on the economy.
Sisiano Otomenka. Aha, me say, so we need to say, I see a year cool mad and a cranty, yin cheat, one tanga.
Hello.
Hey, I don't go into the cabin. What's in the car? Okay.
Now, only the brother, two million, and ideas out of Diana, what the brother car will not come at you.
Good. Yeah, the brother number one, yes. But first of all, before I say I'm common, I may pass and say, my yin say, Kaka, and I need to say, one tanga.
Okay. Me
tell where your customer when tanga. Nanso, aha. Naba. Correct. I could be to studio, why until the echo. Good one. Yes, I don't know if you see a customer saying. And run on my almost a 5 to 6 page document way. Now, before you Adia is still on Navrongo in 2012. A documentary Taga for year and say copy BBC for instance. We write up the Mr. What can simply Efa Koya said the modus operandi, or if you like the methodology of Taga for Ayo Mejuma. What do you make of it? Before we go to South footage in Ankasa.
So I'm just trying to so that you do this time.
It's a fabric of fatra. Sure.
Now, if you from function, you won't say I'm found to be science. Then the voice is that you say among Yenisana, Yanfanisa. What is that? You see, Tiger Eye, any announce, I research. And it can be. Now, as some of me the canon, when the colonel said, "We don't could be ANDC, committed member," and also is managed development. Now, so as some of my canon, me, I don't go at physical. Me, I listen, and I take responsibility for my own actions or statements. I mean, them are
good. What position you say? Sure.
I am not in one way saying, in Fukushima, I'm not saying and nuclear and I am nuclear.
Good.
And I'm not also holding brief for the GSA president for the political corruption, that Okokai or Sha interview. Yeah. I'm not saying, we control it and I some Okokai. We should agree to it or it should happen in this country. I'm not saying and I'm not saying but I'm saying that the modus operandi of Tiger Eyes and his collaborators is something we should question. And pundits and people that are interested in corruption must begin to interrogate the issues. Anything new office. And he said, "Now for Banner, or because in the water, Jake, and then go lunch. It is 7 service. I was can't call lunch. Not a peer. Maybe it could be. Maybe I change the hamburger and it can also take. But the general person like you can call. Now, you just can know echo for a little car. None and I'm for that. A chair, office assembly back Jumadi and office I did it in the office. No, as soon as see opportunity to the office, the opportunity to the office. It's now let's not ascend to so what anything is a bit near Aka. Now, so it's Naka. One way you had a motive for allowing me or giving me that money without me knowing. Teacher, about radio, so now and how today to know the Abana cassette, we are corrupt. I think we need to ask questions. Say whether it is legitimate, whether it is fair for you to use that as a basis for saying that I am corrupt or not. Indeed, I question the very basis of the existence. When you say, among social bisa, and Tiger Eye and its officers have not come very clear on what whether they exist as a legal entity, whether a multinational company, whether a Ghanaian company registered, whether before they make the people know, say, give the money as a bribe before they go on to their action. Because if you want to be a Kenya, who doesn't accept gifts, even pastors, they call a church man, they preach and they preach that, they all Kenya idea, you get some gifts of it. And that's what that. You come and give them something. I want to give them something. It's not a new bonnet and a new thing. It is a bit funny idea. It is not a sin. So we should be able to distinguish between gift and bribe. Now, for us to be able to distinguish between gift and bribe, I was there who said, so I saw call or move on and change, say, or move my direct tell them, it's a bribe. Because what can you say a bribe? What can you say a bribe? None you say, oh, bribe me, none is yeah. That is why I found some of the law. But someone can say that you are making a bribe. Now, over the chaplain, and I will not know, because you know, the call line to now the call line now, watching video. So, let's ask him, say, Nina, dear, or nothing. Even legitimately, I didn't see any more. Now it's all bad. It is most uncertain and we must cultivate all that. Now, Yanka, and who will be brave to say, the question to the action is, I don't think I'm not actually see GFA as this material movement. Abra, Morocco, and Africa, hosting right. They want to host the World Cup, the 2022 World Cup. I mean, sorry, 20 next 4 years World Cup. No?
Yeah.
Argentina, see that country. It is obvious that Africa was in position to win. And so America go as his usual antics, agreed with them to make sure that Morocco was not given the right to host the competition. It was as simple as that. Because if you look at the bid, Morocco put up the highest bid to win the competition.
Yeah.
And see, the surrogates of Anas, and Anas didn't come for me and say, oh, you're supposed to bad. But people Africa's chance of hosting the World Cup because Anas have an experience. And you know that, meaning you catch animals. So, okay, catch an animal now. And that came to twice. So, the year exposed on street child killing. Now, I think a very changes of living over here are exposed. When he came, he got it from other people in Laturia, Kazana East District.
Kaslana East District, correct?
I
see.
The village is called Laturia.
Village in your friend is saying?
Namo Laturia.
Okay.
And a village Bakusi and Namo Bongo District.
All right.
And of that, of the documented tradition. So, I'm going to say a movie. Now, documented tradition, to showcase the history of the people. That's for a long time. So,
I don't know, Mayenya Santiago, do you have information, say yes, of Urasa district one? He made contact with some people in that district, say yes, he wants to document culture or something. Did he do that? Were they aware?
Yes, I have information, sir. The people he contacted almost before they could bring the exposure. You don't have contact on what we need to make for our community.
I see.
They told me, sir, among for the documented tradition into almost a movie, and I play Namitanasha. I was informed and I was pretty informed of the
So, I
didn't know that was anatomy.
All right, so wait a minute. So it means that the community were pre-informed about Anas coming to do XY. No minimum idea know about it. Did it? And I say he took them by surprise.
No, he took them by surprise. No, Also, I'm going to movie. I'm going to traditional group. Machine, Mona, I'm going to movie. To store the tradition and the practices of the people some years that had come to pass. Now, you say, I'm going to spiritual change, but I'm going to movie. I'm going to document this idea. It is not, I don't know, the people didn't know that, or no, or they came to popularity, and now the cock or record, they are command, you know, much sure now they movie. Yes, so he was coming to, do a movie or do tradition as they were told. It was now, a bit more now, she take Ghana, and now, almost 100 Ghana. Just a 60 carry out that, or class of the
I see.
So, when Okasa open Sano, Sana, what are you the Ghana police service? Say, or the yes, I know more arresting for him to, show that, underground investigation and undercover investigation. Now, okay, Okofa, Johnny, like toy child, toy baby toy.
To say Abu Diaba.
Exercise.
To say Abu Diaba, okay, all right.
Absolutely. It's the only man, to the people, they thought they were documenting capital. And they were all being moving to no move steady. It's not clear, sir. I didn't offer a data police and no vaccine for the call. Cells. They want to remind them, and I'm all going to go to one police station. And then the following morning,
yeah, but you think of one.
Not a police station for one. Sir, no. I just didn't know investigation. Now, they are so clean babies in these modern days. I cover that only spirit children, and they are not supposed to exist.
I see.
So the Ghana police were convinced, saying you're doing a good job. Not knowing, senior more teacher, or corporate, my community people say, I'm only here investigation on spirit, what is it? Film, and now I'm here. They are taking tradition, many tradition. It's all kind of now. What you can't take Ghana police service into when we staged the movie and it was ongoing, the police zoomed in and arrested the people and sent them line by, put them line by. Now the following morning they are already before court, the court of competent jurisdiction, the circuit court of Wakatanga. Now, I went to the place and presented this evidence to court as a son of the court.
One kasa adongo. One kasa adongo. Uko court ho.
Me na me court ho. No, I think for the court no. And I mean, when I had preview of that information long time now, I'm going to show you. And I mean, I court ho no. Me court ho no. And I am appearing here at the front of the court, I'm a lawyer. So I was just there at the front of the court and told the court what I think about the case. And so I think that it should be granted because they didn't have money to even take a lawyer. No, because they're looking at the need to take a solution. It didn't call court. But fortunately for me, when I went to court, afterwards, I met the current deputy attorney general, Honorable Enka.
The current Deputy Attorney General
took the case up. I was able to grant them bail. It's a situation that we would say at Attorney General had discontinued the case because there was no evidence.
Why? I don't know. Wait, hold it there. Why not see any evidence?
Attorney General Department.
Because we can say there and Governor Niachu Matuno from there X or Y versus the state, correct? Me say Sankrofona Niachu Egumuno, they were Sankrofona versus the state. So the Attorney General has to go in there to ensure prosecution take place, isn't it?
Exactly. It was the state versus the people. I can mention the name. We had Anua. One of them was called Anua. One of them is called Asuria. I don't remember the other people because they are not from my direct community. There were 4 people that were arrested in connection with that syndicate. And 2 were in my community, 2 were in the Namor community. Now, what I'm saying to you is that the case was between the state and those 4 people are
4 individuals. Good.
Now, it was obvious that the state had no evidence to prosecute the matter because Anas didn't run the investigation. He can't do movie and put it before the eyes of the public say, of the year investigation for state child killing. What do I say? And so when he went to court, they had no register. So I was not surprised what happened to the department would do with the case of courts. I'm telling you, I never do this operation. Because now everyone was saying, I deal with the same way. And I know the same way. Or no, discover the now I say, okay, now they get bribe. Without telling me, you say you are bribing and who wants to give this particular service?
Good. I don't know. Before you to ask you, let's stay a while longer with the fact that you did uncle for a court. But at what point, and then Attorney General, about court was said, we need substantial evidence to continue the case. And then.
What I said is that the first incident I'm saying to you was that I don't want to be distorted. I said that the first issue was the current Deputy Attorney General, Honorable Joseph Spencer, okay, was part of the lawyers of the people that were accused, the two persons.
Good.
And he assisted in granting bail to people. Now, when the case was in court, the Attorney General's department, I'm not saying the Attorney General personally came, but the Attorney General's department was that the case was dropped, and the case was dropped. I think somewhere 2013, 2014, they dropped the case.
I see.
Oh, now, the question I want to ask is that, say, if you come and do such an expose, say there was child killing, and you ought to have been able to do the following things. Or say, Nipa way, and the airline of Mukuomo. That's one. Two, you have to show the grace, the equal amount for equal
Exactly.
Because underground research.
Yeah.
Undercover research now, and they should be able to show that indeed people are being killed in that place. But as I speak to you, there's an NGO called Africans who has been doing advocacy in that community.
Yeah.
When that information, Africans were shocked and surprised. Say, Anas have done anything called undercover investigation to identify a amount for
and I know that NGO. I don't know. I know that NGO. Yes, I was in Upper East when this NGO had been there for close to 50 years or more. They've worked there for quite a long time.
Exactly.
I know them very well.
The NGO was with me in court. The executive of the NGO, the manager of the NGO were with me in court. When I defended the people as a pocket lawyer, let me add, or as a friend of the court, and I was able to even meet in my non-legal capacity, was able to grant bail beside those people. They should understand the weak nature of that evidence that was presented in court. But it is not the evidence that was presented in court that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that, indeed, before the guy came to do his so-called investigation, he told us he was going to do a film tradition or, document history. And I had information that people were doing such, but I didn't know that it was tiger eye on the people. So when we saw this documentary on BBC and others, I said, oh my God, so is that how this guy operates? You come and you tell your people this, and then at the end of the day, you go and expose them as criminals and the like. It's just not something. For me, I am not saying that what the GFA president did was right. I only say it was right. It wasn't right at all. Of course, he wouldn't have said that. And our country is indeed bleeding. 5 million, 3 million, 2 million can do the job it's supposed to have been able to do. But I'm not too sure that's what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is that the motives of Anas, not the question. We must understand how he operates. Whether it's a multinational company, how he gets his money, whether he files withholding tax, whether he reports to anybody. How does he get his money?
And see, Jacob, my understanding, so you can say, court, Assembly Court, currently as we speak, can you give us the state of affairs? So 4 individuals, were they subsequently
I can't even strike out. I mean, you can't even strike out of court.
Wow.
I told you they're not giving pursuit. They advised that it was not a prosecutable offense, that it could not be prosecuted. So you struck out the circuit court, which is why I said no get it. Told the Attorney General, called in the action, all to the center that expose announced it on street child killing as soon as the court was and front of the courts. What happened?
So
public worldwide.
Yes.
And the man got nailed for it that he was doing the just not knowing you came to stage a movie, told the people that you were doing a movie, and every day when you let them and say they are criminals. To me, that is most unfortunate. That is deception. That is unfair.
So, let me miss our question. In your estimation, if the case was struck out, would you then again estimate it was done so because of lack of sufficient evidence, maybe on the side of Attorney General or some sort?
No.
What's your understanding?
No, I'm saying that the Attorney General's Department advised that they were not ready to continue the case. That's what they said.
But what are the reasons? Reasons for why Attorney General's Department didn't to a case? Do you have any reason?
No, I can only conjecture. You know, this is the only particular thing they have been using. But I can only conjecture that from the very beginning, because he was not ready to do it, he didn't do anything called undercover journalism to get this thing. He only came to do a movie. It was obvious his motive was just to be popular, to gain popularity. His motive was not to prosecute and secure any conviction. So eventually when he went to court, he died the natural death. You understand my argument?
Yes. So
and the fact also is that was what he told the people. He said they were doing tradition. They were staging a movie. And then they made it, and then you go and incriminate them and back then the whole committee was put to shock. Because it was a whole convoy of the general commissioners that wasted public resources, wasted fuel, wasted police time. And all the police who have been fighting forever at that time.
They wasted everybody's time.
Everybody's time and came to the committee and then caused that arrest. Caused fear and panic and public fear, and put fear in the eyes on people. And then they went, not knowing you just came to do this report and make yourself popular. It is unfortunate.
Oh, my.
And I'm saying to you, you can send your own people. The people that I'm talking about, they're still alive. They're in the kingdom. They are very, very old. The oldest among them has even died. The one that announced arrested, one of the people, has passed on.
Oh, really?
But the rest of the three are still alive. They are within 60 and 70 years. So you can understand what I'm talking about. They were supposed to have the guy document tradition, and then the guy went and said that. So they are criminals. So when I got this, this new piece of number 12, I had to interrogate it and ask the question. And most of the questions I've asked have had answers. But the answers are not satisfactory. The answers are making them more questions. You understand? It is only now on that me, then a foreigner say, sir, spiritual video of premier now, or trying to say, it's probably moving to Rano. I didn't know, or trying to, because Okache, I'm not going to obey tradition. I know what the radio say, television say, I don't know, yes, sir. And then the other issue is, when you investigate issues of corruption and you put them on the video, you don't show them to the people that have been affected before you broadcast it. Why do you do that? Only at any way, and I want to investigation. What they got as soon as you collect this and look. What that means is that the people have the opportunity to edit those videos. You can use the corner. If not, what is the essence of giving to them? You just going to do it to look and edit and remove relevant portions and then come and publish what is not wanted to the public just to defeat us. What kind of word is that? What judgment is that? So when you get this message, I'm sure he probably would have gotten European refugees. He probably would have gotten European essays that, were involved in criminality. They're going to you took it to the president. The question is, we get something, and they said the presidency there was 5 million, 3 million, 2 million. Why don't you further continue the investigation? So the president, you see whether the president will collect the 5 million or not. If you are really an investigator, you can give you 5 million. Why don't you take that 5 million and go and give it to Akufo-Addo? Probably would have collected. But because he was doing that, they didn't know that. And see, I said the prayer. I was saying, yet you need to answers. But or the back, not say, oh, Ghana for pastors, religious leaders, the judiciary, and the parliamentary, we are so. Let's prepare the people. Now, what we investigation about, and the people are wrong and nothing. No, sir, we must not be shooting ourselves at the foot. We need to interrogate the issues and understand them and put them in their right perspective.
This is troubling times. Jacob, many will have said because I know that this is a developing angle.
All this means I am not saying corruption, we should control corruption. Corruption is endemic. Especially the kind of organization Ghana Blind Union. Okay, like I'm a member of the Ghana Blind Union, like me, a member. Our organization have been fighting equalization and equal opportunity for everybody. And we have been fighting for the everybody. So I think it's extension to support anybody who is corrupt. But I'm saying that the right thing must be done.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Good. But before can you confirm to us who contested Deputy National Communications Office? Yeah, we also pick a wind. So,
what is I'm a more bonny the project made me a launch. Oh, the Nigeria innovation is not happy. I'm not possible about the agency. I was having communication to the communicating to the good of this country. Because we need to change the of this country. The economy of the Mama has done a lot for this country, and I think Akufo-Addo is trying to kind of drill that process or the equity. If you are not communicating secretary, no, you need to communicate here. I'm not what I say to about me. And then, so Yami Adomna say, dear Quaise, young contest for position that you know what I do to compare like this as a communication.
I see. Near person one can confirm my says, and ask them here. Good. Jacob Patuli, I don't go. You better watch for Papa, Imposia. Good. Ebusia, yesi kakum yejino kweku eni.
When it is coming, when it is coming, Baneyo, Justice Kweku Anai, Kiligum, Nayasubia Yentawai. When it is coming, Baneyo, Justice Kweku Anai, Kiligum, Nayasubia Yentawai.
Well, Ghana National is making a lot of contact to Enipa Yaduamo Fast, our documentary, The Spirit Child Killing in the Upper East. Inside out of it. We're making contact to all the officials involved in that particular footage, and we'll get there very soon. Among other things coming very close is Eric. What do you say?
Yes, no. Say what the one sabako. See, will be a Ayana and 9 come. A can show. Who say, dear, say, a one side. But there are two sides of every coin. Any actually. It is a bit come back up I am you say. Another side of the coin. It be a young idea. When we say, will be any son of the successful before. It's a show. No other. Or more than some so urban. I want to say, a commercial mystery, or more swan adding, some I can see the people. Nature say, the other side of the corner, you a facade, a bunting and a juma of fooling. There be a macase. And you put the same now, a boom, a boy and some mamma won't come on a stressing your way, a show me with the deal. Now say, you will cheat, Sabia Watcher. I will be in a new Francoshe. I am no feast already. What chance above the more above war? But if you're left, while you Shabakubia on the back aside, body, if you a hobby. Papa, I can't say it's me, give the pastor, you know, of a fishing hobby. It's when we say, wait, if you are one, truthful. None or more cassasus or more cassasus or more. Papa, I can't say, let's speak as they are, near Orca. And this I told you, I didn't actually ask me the by Sandia, while you're the Baguana, ye ampa, or you be. Now, all you be there, and yet they are men saw the church a month for so. And I come here a shepherd. In some backward church, and now it's a shell. It is also who be a bit to me back or you nipper. It has to be nice to be or no can will be the answer of your Canada, and not was me because all year, as money go. Now, you are nipper. And that's what you before who do, and then you come. The beer or on Pesse, Ghana, and such other bar, and near my costu, Hula Balaya costu, would be one and Nijum. That I send a prayer and the beer in John. Never only it's there before we did, I would do not. For the 1-2 coordinate, then drop it. For the 1 maximum, maybe 2 calls. That's the amount for customers quickly. The BSB to see it. Or whenever there are 1-2 calls, let me know you to me room tell me they are fine. 0552 179 180 0552 179 180 and a 0302 631 400 0302 631 400 and a 0302 631 080. Obantamane Yakwan and Wakasa. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Pastor FM and I am Casafiri. That is, I'm sure funny to my fire Macana, when you include in now. This is in the museum follow my Mupasa. Ghana say a cat investigative journalism. When you could want a minimum behavior,
there be anything possible, sir. In Casa, the power of Papa.
The power, but any soon, it may be much under a minimum, but any soon. Which work as a justice new via minimum. The coin, I mean, the airport so my Virginia. Who brings me concerning Comodia de Mudeso, Nature Agenti. Now, we are for who interesting to know the Catholic funny corrupt. Yes, yes, sir. A somewhat honorable Canada, I can't afford dinner, Medina, the papa has started to who after Ghana for dinner, the Catholic papa. Or my woman should be you. I should be you. Hello, good afternoon. Yes, sir. Quick. Opening it too. Anyway. Hello, good afternoon. Okay.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
In some word,
Papa, pay you.
I say, Dankano Abesini Frodo. Danka, or no Abesini Frodo. Oh, baby, and some P. River. Say, and your question answers. And yet, football people. But we, dubious things are. And I pay
my shirt are YouTube, but the American say, also brofo, about how the best slave this one. One who question going to be okay, test you and okay, test polybars or did be near you. I'm not a shnap come I am penny for near Cata, Cotico Kumanuga, the Uncle Tono. And even Anasi, Anasi, Pastor Tom Ghana for no Dino, Yabachino. Yabachino. On Yabachino. Medasi, Quaku.
All right, Mamma, last caller. Obaya line. Hello, Obaya.
Quaku.
Mammy.
Hey, when you are found free, the bomber bus. They say, maybe I'm not to be my boss one casa. You see, baby, I saw me, maybe a chisa. Quaku, I send this to my son. Now, let us say, Quakuba could see any part or years, my pa, Sana, Dana for 4 years, my pa. Ye be down queer, we never see a penny, abba air. Say, you know what I see, ye be down qua, me a bush a penny. Na anas, and ye be down quiet. Aqua Landon, Aqua Penny, ye be down quiet.
Or cotton on Castle Maton or say Omu cotton. On Castle Maton or say I feed Omu cotton in the process, sir, Omu to animal.
Now I don't want some papa. When you can't catch a fellow some man, Papa was been belaying. I bet you too. What's him me? Because you're gold deal. Yes, me. Yeah, they call. I'm not to give me $50,000. And you tell me, I don't know if I'm caught. None of you tell any African person. Then you know what Catano. And that kind of mark like it's to crown and one, not a bar. Or the Catana, Patana woman, and then you see because in a water. Let me see a can. They say what's in your blue because I'm somewhere airbound. Dana for the moon to go, who said the moon to Bubatica, can't be a better anymore. Because when you'll be on the year, there'll be some man castle. Say, when you're a crown on our idea, the friend I dance here, we need to be able to obey you. I'm no crown cassa. And people, the administration will say, can. Now, let go for the Nuquapo, not Cassie and Nuquapa. Once you can't papa. On fact, I'm to you, Pastor. See, Mamma, can. Or better, now, Mamma, so far, Nancy. One of one again, our work, what the choice as you see, I hear you with, I had
you. Yeah, that's it. Obaya administration. Yami Aduma. I don't be doing your china. Maybe I'm a quick one. Who is just around my neck and we can go to say a brenasu to me stories. The prophet of the house takes the rest of the time. When an intern, no,